It starts off the same as the other with the introductory opening. Connect with the customer. Start getting them to open up a little bit to you. But then it moves into the second section, and that becomes the huge section. It goes into, Andrew, what exactly do you do in your company? I mean, I don't mean the stuff that's on your website. I've been to your website, I've seen that. But I mean, what do you do that makes you successful? And how do you do that? How do you pull that off? Why do you do it that way? Who do you do that with typically? And when and where is the best place for you to be doing that? Did you notice what I was doing there when I was asking Andrew those questions? I was using what I call Kipling's 6 faithful servants. Rudyard Kipling wrote a poem that said, I have 6 faithful servants. They taught me all I knew. Their names are what, and when, and where, and why, and how, and who. If you ask those kinds of questions, eventually you'll figure out what the customer does, why they believe that that's a good way to do it, how they do it, and you can help them figure out how using your product, your service, your approach will help them do what they do better. Now at that point, what you can do is you can make a presentation to them of your product, idea, service, whatever it is, that is very focused. The presentation becomes this clear-cut, very specific one thing. And at that point, when you have finished presenting the product in that way, you can do the close, which just goes like this. Andrew, based on what you've told me, what I've presented to you here makes sense to me. What do you think? Now at that point, Andrew can say one of two things. He can say it makes sense, in which case we've got a deal, right? Or he can say, no, but it just doesn't make sense to me, in which case I can ask him what?
Why?
Yeah, why not? What is it I've missed? What am I overlooking here? And I skip back to this. Now I've gone from information gathering to information gathering and information verification. I'm looking for details that I've missed, that I've overlooked somehow in asking him questions. And I get more and more and more information. Say, okay, based on this new information you've given me, I'd like to make a different presentation, a different proposal. And I go back to that, and when I finish that proposal, I can say, now, based on what you've told me now, this makes sense to me. What do you think? Eventually, if I keep doing that process, I'm going to reach the stage where it goes, you know what, that does make sense. And then we have a completion of a deal.